if you can hear me. Okay, okay, fine. Perfect. Let's get started. So this is second session of this impact and implementation. So what this session is all about, we have you people put so much interest and writing down all of the skills and non-skills like passion, non-passion, all of the things we are able to put into the Excel sheet. That is really wonderful. Now let's see how we can take it forward. This entire month, this November month, we'll put our efforts in identifying what is our life goals, life passion or non-passion, and what is the longest destination which we can choose in our life. So this is the main target we are going to do in the November month. One because that is the most crucial part. Once you have decided what is the longest destination in our life, what is the longest goal we wanted to achieve or one longest passion we wanted to take it forward, then there will not be any look back or there will not be any turnaround. So we will be able to get all of the answers for all of the questions and problems which we have. Let's get started. If you any question you see on the screen presentation, I don't need to ask you, like you can just directly put the answer in the chat box, so that will save both of us time. Now what if you not choosing your life goal? So let's see what is going to happen. What happens if you continue to do the same thing which you are doing right now for the next 5 years or 10 years? So currently you might be doing a job, or you're planning to do some kind of parallel business, or somebody wanted to do one more job or change the company. These are the multiple things you might be planning. Next 5 years, what is going to happen? Artificial intelligence is coming in a very big way. Of course, it is many companies are already using that, and we are going to be affected in coming days very easily. So that's why just think about on this area. Next 5 years, what is going to happen, and by the end of this session, you will understand. And I will let you know what things are going to come in our way. So in 2024, this year, are you able to make 1.5 CR or above per year? Can you just do this calculation? Can you just look at yourself, like how much salary package you are getting, and were you able to cross 1.5 CR per year? If not, we need to understand what is the problem with our approach, and what is the thing which we are doing very wrong in our life. So let's do the simple calculation. So I'm saying one target is 1.5 CR or more. You remove whatever the salary which you are getting, either 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs or 50 lakhs, minus that amount from the 1.5 CR. That is the amount of income which you are losing per year because of your misbeliefs, because of your lack of right direction, or utilizing your energies in a different ways. There are many reasons for it, but I'm going to sort out all of the problems, and I will let you find out what is the life goal for you, what is the life purpose or life passion which you wanted to take, and you can earn from it. So that is the thing I'm going to do. And as I mentioned, this is a 5 month journey, and first month we have started, and the first week we already completed. We have taken some actions towards it. So let's do this calculation per year. If you are not able to make 1.5 CR, and whatever the amount you are able to make, minus the amount from the 1.5 CR. So that is the loss you are having per year. So yeah. Now what is the impact and loss? So, say, for example, if you are able to make 1.5 CR this year, 2024, how many family problems you could have solved? By hand, if you have 1.5 CR at the moment, how many places you could have visited? How many vacations you could have taken? How happily you could have lived? Can you just imagine? Just think about these things. If you have in hand 1.5 CR or 2 CR per year, if you are able to earn, how many things you are able to do, how many EMIs will be able to clear it up, what is the kind of life you are going to lead. These are all the things you need to keep in mind, because this is the loss you are having at the moment. This is the impact you are having, because not able to focus your longest destination, not able to put your focus in the a passion or non-passion or the skill which you wanted to do. These are the laws which are happening for you. So we have already seen the rabbit and tortoise race, the first week of the call. So in this thing, what if someone tells you what is the impact to the rabbit? What will it will do? Rabbit will understand what is the impact if it has proper awareness, if it has proper our consciousness, then it will be able to take the necessary steps to win the race. So then rabbit could have won the race. But what happened in our scenario in the rabbit and tortoise? We already seen rabbit almost it's lost the game and the tortoise only won the race. And we have seen the reason is that it was not keeping its full potential in achieving something in its life. So what is the driving force for a tortoise or rabbit? So the impact of losing or relation of what is missing in his life is the main thing. So building parallel is something for you. So if you realize what is missing in our life, just before in the slides I mentioned, right? If you are able to make 1.5 year per year, that means you are in at least good position, or whatever the amount of income through job you are getting, if you minus that amount from the 1.5 year, whatever amount is which is there out of the 1.5 year, that is the amount you are losing per year. So because more than 1.5 CR per year, people are earning with the same kind of skills you have, but you are missing only one point which you are missing is that lack of right direction, lack of right vision onto the certain targets. So that is why you are missing huge amount of opportunity. So because of that, once you don't have sufficient income in hand, many things you will have face many problems. For each and everything, it will hurt you in life. So let's discuss the trend. So in this overall presentation, I wanted to let you understand what is the impact and what is the loss which you are experiencing by not having the right destination, not having the right goal. So the main point I'm going to tell is you will continue to do the same job what you are doing, but the thing is that you will be able to build something parallelly, which is your passion or non-passion or anything which is required for at the moment for this world. So that once you build something in parallel, you don't need to put huge amount efforts for this. Some efforts you need to put, and if you put those efforts, you will be able to build something parallelly. And if the whatever the parallel you are building, if it become very great thing, if it become very good thing, if it become very good financial results, then you can utilize those parallel income as a main source of income, and you can become expert in that area, and you can lead their life very easily. So those are many examples people are utilized for simply they started the parallel stuff, and by doing their job, and once they become expert in the area, once they become very good in that area, they use that parallel income as a main source of income. They earn a huge amount of money in their life. That is why I have foreseen that thing, and that's why I identified what are the mistakes people are going through, and I'm going to correct this in this 5 months journey. Why I'm strictly mentioning these 5 months multiple times? Because no other trainer or no other mentor in this world, as of I know, who can transform you from your body level, mind level, spirituality level, materialistic level, or the way you do, how you do job, or how to increase the focus, how to reduce the overthinking. Complete transformation may be very few people are performing, or I don't know, because no one as of now I see who is doing this kind of activity. If anyone is doing, I could be the first one to learn, but I don't see anyone. Some people are giving mentorship or training on some particular area, but they are not able to cover the full scope of the human being. So that is why I mentioned, but now you are a normal human being, but I will make you an efficient human being. Once you complete the 5 months journey, you will become one of the efficient being. What is efficient being means? You will be able to do multiple things in parallel. You will be able to do two jobs or three jobs. It depends on your what kind of goal or what kind of destination you choose. So not only that, you will get good amount of financials, and how to get a good amount of financials in your career, and how you can keep your focus into the longest destination or longest goal. All of these things benefits you will get to in the 5 months journey, but only one thing from your side is your commitment and your action towards it is required. And I see many most of the people, you are already committed and enter the data in the notebook. Entering the data into the empty notebook is very important. This is the most people are missing. So once you put into the notebook, empty notebook book, and you once you identify what are the skills you have, and then you can choose among one of the schools and make it as a very big thing in coming days. I will guide you how to do that. So in the 1990 year, if you see, How was the internet? How many people we can reach? Hardly if you speak something, one people or two people or 10 people max it will reach. But if you see in 2000 year, some growth of internet happened, but it not reached so far. But in 2006, many people has internet activity connectivity, and still it's not reached the full potential in the world. Some people has access to laptops and computers, some doesn't, and many people doesn't know how to open a google.com also. So these are the things that happen. But in 2006, if we have any kind of e-commerce product, if you are able to sell, you have the huge potential to reach multiple people. And if you are a motivational speaker in 2006, and by now you could have become much better. But no, we have not taken that step in 2006 or to 2000 period, because we have ourselves, our mindset was different, our goals was different at that point of time. Let's go to 2030. Have you while yet what happens in 2030? As in the starting of this presentation, I already mentioned we are living in 2024. In coming 5 years or 6 years, can you imagine what is going to happen in the coming 5 years? AI is going to lead everywhere. In every field, everything, artificial intelligence will come into the picture. Now, just have this thought in your mind. If you have any answer to this thing, try to put into the chat box, okay? And in 2030, in my opinion, every artificial intelligence will be everywhere. If you see, the technology came to some kind of saturation level, because in last 30 years, 40 years, we are trying to build the technology. All of the technological problems we are trying to solve. That is why most of the IT and software employees oriented towards solving the technological problems. Now, technology coming to a saturation state where you don't need to spend 5 years or 2 years of time to build a website. Within fraction of seconds or minutes, one website is coming up. That means technological problems we have solved most of the stuff. But now the next target of the technology will be solving the human problems. As of now, there are huge number of human problems we have on the planet. Once we sort out all of the technological problems, everybody, especially IT and software employees, will put their effort into solving the human problems. Why I mention IT and software? Because these people will be led by companies. MNC companies will put their efforts in solving the human problems. That is the next target. This was already started, and in coming days it will be much more going to start. So what is the next big is going to happen is the complete utilization of body and mind to the maximum. As of now, this statement, the fourth line which I have put into the in a laptop, most of the people doesn't understand much how to utilize to the maximum potential of yours. For example, in 24 hours, if you are able to utilize 24 hours to of 24 hours, that is a complete full utilization. But how much productive you are? If you say in a 24 hours, max 2 hours or 3 hours, you are doing your productive work, but rest of the hours you are not able to do. So that is why the maximum utilization of potential of human potential will play major role in the next coming 5 years. That is why I will suggest you, I will guide you, I will mentor you in the right way, so that you can choose your best possible passion, so that you can make better output out of that. Time and energy plays a major role, not money. So do not think about money is going to play a big role. No, money is not going to play a big role in my view. We were having efficient time utilization, efficient energy utilization, you are going to play major role. This is already played in my very well. This has already many huge number of examples in with me. Because it time and energy, I was able to utilize most efficiently, and I got most benefits out of it. So that is why I am in front of you to help you to bypass or any kind of problem which you are going to face. Now let's see what is passion, what is not passion. Out once we complete this second session, I will give some idea, some action points I will give it to you, so that you can take for the next week. Every week you will see yourself some progress. After the 5 months, you will see complete transformation of yours. What you need to do, you need to take some committed action. That is only the thing. Now let's understand what is passion, what is non-passion, and which one to choose. So some people are driving, take your passion as a business, take your non-passion as a business. I am saying like, why to follow only passion? Passion is something you already do, you already know. So that is why people, like some people are habituated in singing. Some people know how to play guitar. Some people know how to calculate financial things very well. Some people expertise in family relations. There are multiple expertise. Why they become expertise in that area means somehow, by somehow, either by force, either by fear, or by desire, somehow they arrived at a certain skill. It can be handling family relations. It can be earning some amount, or it can be any kind of DevOps skill or anything. For somehow people are able to reach some destination. Some people are able to learn some skill. So that is why they consider it is a passion. So do not consider passion or non-passion. Do not deviate that. But non-passion is that something you do not know how to do that. But if it is required for the moment, if the world needs, if many people are needing that skill, then you should learn the first, and then you will try to solve the problems for others. That is how it can be non-passion or a passion. You will be able to identify and choose it and solve the problems of the others, and then you will be able to get better benefits out of it. So in one liner, passion means something you are able to do. Non-passion means something you are not able to do, not interested to do, because you don't have sufficient skill. So let me tell you one statement. The complete perception of my perception of something or some topic is completely different than others. So that is why I'm coming in front of you to solve any kind of problem you have. So let's see, some of the skills you have, like it can be DevOps or software employee, or writing some kind of code, or doing yoga or meditation, or solving a health problem safely, or something you arrived at. These and all the some of the examples of the passion. That means some of the skill which you already arrived at. What is non-passion? Things you are forced to do. You do not like to do because you don't have sufficient skill to do, and you are forced to do it. It can be with fear or a desire. These are the non-passion items. So which one to choose? This is the most important part in choosing the life goal, or a skill, or a passion or non-passion. So you have filled in the Excel sheet that whatever the kind of skills you have, or whatever the passion you have, non-passion, or what is the kind of impact you wanted to create in this world. I appreciate that effort, but whatever the skills you have, among that you should choose one, or you should choose multiple also. But you should stick to that. How you can choose? What is the condition is that utilization of body and mind to the most should be the target. So I will show you the example in the coming slides how to choose. But the condition statement is that you should utilize your body and mind to the most possible way. Then that kind of skill only you should be able to select, so that you will get a maximum out of it. Okay, so let's see some of the examples from the data which you have already filled. So this is the if you see on the screen, this is the data which you have filled. Some of the people have written like this. So let's see some random. Your passion, non-passion, the skills of any type. What is the thing you wanted to people to remember after you leave, or what impact you wanted to create in this world? These are the items you have created. For example, YouTube channel, or teaching, drawing cartoon arts, or intensive gaming. Wow, gaming also, and identify the problems. So now you try to apply the concept which I told you. What is the thing? Any skill if you mention in the passion section, that means you already know how to do it. That is why you put it into the passion section. For example, start a business or manufacturing. So this is a starting business means you do not know how to start a business or how to do that, but you put into the passion section. Why you put? You know something, you have something, some desire to do that, but you do not have sufficient skill set that but you still mention it as a passion. Okay, next one is working for these are all aspirations. Passion means you already know something. YouTube channel, you know how to create a YouTube channel, how to put some content, so that is why you put it here. Food truck or a small startup that help farmers, these are all the topics you have put into the passion section. Why? Because you know something or the other about it, and then you put it here. But let's go to the non-passion section. IT, 9 to 5 job, or watching long TV series, or heavy social media usage, or crowded noisy city events, or technical subjects like coding, or tedious paperwork or administration. These and all you will be forced to do it, and it is kind of non-passion activity. So you will non-passion means non-interesting work, or you don't have sufficient skill to do it. So rather than skill, I will mention it as energy. So in the form of energy, we will discuss in the coming months only, because if I talk about energy, it is the answer for everything, but this is not the right. Now, your skills of any type, managing multiple things, fast learner, driving, good cook, identifying the problems, running sports, these are all the other kind of skills you have. What is the thing you wanted people to remember? Many people came out for financial plan because this person, okay, recipe development, okay, meal planning, okay, and decision making, okay, market research, okay, and let's go to what impact you wanted to create in this world, promote well-being, kindness and support, sustainable living. So all of these sections you have written something, and what is the next slide? Yeah, starting and managing business. Okay, adventure sports, grievance learning. Okay, crowded or noisy city events or public speaking, negotiation skills, a stock market adventures. Yeah. So among the skills which you have put in this Excel sheets, now you try to apply the logic which I have told you. It should have the ability of your maximum utilization of body and mind should be applied here. Uh, when you start a business or manufacturing, so what is going to happen? You do have many roadblocks or many problems in this journey. So that is why you definitely have to utilize your body well. You have to utilize your mind also well, and only you will be able to take certain steps. Otherwise, you will not be able to take. So that is why this is a one good option also. And second one, working for movies as a director. This is a creative field. So why I mentioned utilization of body and mind most required means the thing which should not be replaced by AI. You should do that. For example, in the house construction area, when your construction area, many builders are there, but what is the thing which AI cannot replace is your creativity. Whatever the way of creative thinking, AI cannot replace. So instead of constructing a house in a plain and normal way, you utilize your mind in that point and make it as a wonderful creation by utilizing the inputs from the user. For whomever you wanted to construct the building, you take those inputs from the user and use your brain to the maximum. Be creative, create a wonderful product out of it. In that way, you will be paid so much. If you do not plan that, if you simply take a template from the internet and start building a house, it will be a huge number of templates which are available in the market. So even the user can search in the Google and take a template and go for the building design, have the construction. But what is the point of view placed here? Because if once AI is fully implemented, you no longer require. So that is it. Wherever there is a creative thinking, wherever is a maximum potential of utilizing your mind, then that is the skill you need to choose. Now you start thinking about whatever kind of skills you have put in this thing. You apply this logic. In which field maximum utilization of your mind will apply. For example, YouTube channel. Many people, crores of YouTube channels are there. But what is the difference you are going to make in that? But you need to think creatively. That is why if you see in the YouTube channel, when you browse in the social media, many different type of content will come. So whichever have bit of creativity will grab the audience attention most. If it is having very not having any attention grabbing stuff, doesn't get the user attention. So that is why you need to be creative. The way of exposing YouTube content or social media content has been changed. In 2006, if you simply publish a video, it gets a million views. But today, if you publish a video, if it has to get a million views means it has to be as creative as possible, as attractive as possible, or as useful as possible. So that is why there is huge difference of shift has happened. So whatever the skills you have filled in the passion or non-passion or skills of any type, you should consider maximum utilization of your mind. Otherwise, artificial intelligence is going to replace your stuff in coming days. So For example, in the yoga meditation, most of the things in the meditation was not explored at all. So that is the artificial intelligence is not going to replace in that area. And if you see my content in social media, I have created huge amount of content in the social media. And whatever the video you see, maybe my English was not appropriate or up to the mark, but the kind of concept is very much relevant and useful for the people. These type of content are perception about life no one has put to in this in this social media which I have seen, because the perception of mine is bit different. So now mention freelancing. Some of you mentioned freelancing. Yes, you are planning to do freelancing, fine, but you should have to include your maximum utilization of logical thinking, creative thinking in the freelancing. That kind of freelancing you try to choose your career path. Okay, I think we have spent sufficient time here. So yeah. So let's finish one statement before we go. Yeah. So you have filled the Excel sheet very well. In this Excel sheet, the kind of skills you have mentioned. Now apply your my logic. What is the skill which can be utilized to the most by utilizing your mind to the most? It can be logical thinking more or creative thinking. So then it will become the hot spot for you. That is the first point. Second point is you should look for the far beyond destination. Let me give you with one example. One person 2 weeks back or 3 weeks back called me for some kind of help. He was saying he is good in speaking or communicating with the other people. That is what he is good at, because he was a lecturer. Okay, and he doesn't know what is his passion. He doesn't know what kind of life goal he wanted to choose. That is the question mark he is having. And I suggested I had a 40 to 50 minutes call with him. I guided in such a way that he was so impressed with me. So what I told him, his passion he was unable to identify. That is the problem statement. But he was a lecturer. Now he lost a job. Now he asked me two questions. One, can you find me a job, or can you help me how to identify my life passion? So his interest is to speak effectively, engagingly to the audience. That is what his interest. And he's trying to learn artificial intelligence and trying to train other people. So yes, fine. I told that is a short goal. So like 1 year, 2 year, you will spend your time in the artificial intelligence. After that, if the era of artificial intelligence is gone, or era of any kind of skill you learn, if it is gone, then what you will do? Yes, he is having question mark. Yes, you are right. Then what should I do? Yeah, you said you are able to communicate to your students effectively. Make that as a life event. Make that as a passion. Make that as a longest destination in your life. I said I didn't understand. Okay, let me tell you. So your age is 45 now, and next 30 years or 50 years, you try to speak with any person as effective as possible. Try to make that as a passion. Once you speak to any unknown person or known person, he should realize, wow, this guy is great guy. I want to listen to him for more time. If you speak for 1 minute also with that impressive way of speaking, he should be able to listen to you for the next 1 hour. That kind of interest the other audience should be shown to you. It doesn't matter if it is artificial intelligence, not artificial intelligence, or a school or college, wherever, in a park also. If you open your mouth, you should be able to speak very engagingly, interestingly, and the audience should be able to connect to you. That kind of theme you try to put as your life target, because you don't know how to speak engagingly, effectively at the moment. But once you put your effort for the next 5 years, or next 10 years, your age is 45. By the time you become 55 years age, you will be able to speak much smarter than others. Then artificial intelligence will not be able to replace you. Everywhere, wherever you go, people wanted to listen to you because you are able to speak much better. You are able to speak much engagingly. You will be called for big events. So once you become 70 years, you can't imagine yourself. You will become expert in that area. You will become professional in that area. So that is why whatever the life goal you are going to choose, You make it as a you try putting efforts more on towards. For example, you put only 15 minutes per day or 30 minutes per day. That's enough, because your consistent effort matters. In our rabbit and tortoise example, tortoise was able to make consistent effort towards its life goal. So now the problem statement of that person is solved. What is the problem statement? He was unable to identify his life passion. I mentioned whatever way of effective communication, you make it as a lifelong goal, so that you will be able to speak any topic effectively, engagingly, so that audience will be more connected to you. If you simply open your mouth, then people will be loving to listen to you. So if you become like that, what is the need of going to a job, 9 to 5 job, for a lifelong activity? You do not need to search for money. Many money will easily will come to you. So how you now he asked me how to implement this thing. You first try to for the current situation, you do not have money or job. You try to find the job. You get into a job, and parallelly, do not forget your passion. Try to build a passion around that. Like try to speak more effectively in the office. Try to speak more effectively in the park where you go. Try to speak more effectively in the home. So if you try to speak effectively, engagingly, over the period of time you will become expert and the professional in that. And then after, it can be 1 year or 10 years, it doesn't matter how much effort you put. So in 1 year you may become expert or a professional. In 10 years you may become expert or professional, we don't know. It based on the effort and continuous thing you put. So if you become expert in 1 year itself, then you can do wonders in 1 year itself. It's up to you. If it becomes a very large event, then you can leave your job and you can take your passion itself as your career. So that is one example which I have given, and a few more examples also there which I have suggested. But for you, what are the skills which you have failed? Try to apply my logic. Which is the skill most utilizing of your mind, most utilizing of your critical thinking, logical thinking. Take that skill as a lifelong goal, and put it as maximum effort in identifying the life goal. In November month, we are completely focusing about identifying your life purpose or goal. Whatever kind of problems you have or confusions you have, I'm going to solve it for you. Now, yeah, let's going into the implementation part. As of now, we have discussed about impact or loss of something which you do not choose your life goal. As we have discussed, let me summarize for the people who joined a bit late. So the thing is that if you do not choose your life purpose or life goal, what is happening at the current moment, 2024? Your income is only 10 lakhs per year, minus that amount from the 1.5 CR. Whatever amount comes like 1.4 CR, that is the amount you are losing per year. Minimum amount you are losing per year, because you have not chosen your life goal. Why I am mentioning it? Because once you choose your life goal or passion, you will put your entire efforts or some effort towards it, and over a period of time you will become expert in that. Once you become an expert, people who are not expert in that area will reach out to you for help. Whoever you help, whoever you help, you can do for freely or you can charge them. So this is how you can know whatever the skill which you have chosen, you can build income out of it, or you can, if you have any helping nature, you can help the other people to come out of their problem, so that other people will be show gratitude towards you because they have come out of their problems. So this is the summary of the today first half of the session. Now let's go to the implementation part. There are problems in the implementation currently you have. Let's see them and how to solve those things. So this is the question: what is the best gift you can give to your loved ones? I think you put any efforts in thinking about this question. If yes, so put that in the comment box. What is the thing you wanted to give to your loved one? What is the best gift you can give? Has anyone thought of it? Okay. So no problem. So let's go ahead. Srinivas was saying time. Okay. Time. Your time or others' time? Time. Okay. Now let's do my time and energy. Okay. Your time. Okay. Vishnu saying my time. And Akhil saying financial independence. Okay. Wow. Time and energy, financial independence. What is the best gift you can give to your loved ones? Any other responses? Sirisha or Sweta or anyone? What is the best gift you can give to your loved ones? It can be a car or anything. you thought of? Okay. So why Srinivasa mentioned time, but we don't know whether his time or her time or their time. So and after that, my time and my energy. Okay, next one, financial independence. Okay, financial independence. And what is it? My time? Okay, yeah, yeah. So the thing is that your loved ones means this is very complex stuff, but some of the responses matches, some of the responses doesn't match. But let's have this in mind. In coming months, I will clarify this thing very elaborately. So now you mentioned time. Yeah, it's my time or their time. Let's keep it aside. Now, uh, some of the skills you have noted down in the Excel sheet, but you need to put some efforts to do some actions. Like every week, I will give some action points to do certain things, right? So, how to do multiple things in a day? Anyone practicing this thing, like multiple things you wanted to do, and how any answers you have, how we can achieve multiple things in a day in 24 hours? Because time is same for everyone, and how we can efficiently utilize a productive time in a day matters the most. Okay, currently the challenge, let's see, you most of the people are doing job, and some people doesn't have project, some people have no job at all, or some people have fear of job loss, don't know how to get a parallel income, or sometimes we will be thinking multiple times the same thing, overthink we will do on a certain topic, are unable to identify our goals, skills, passion, and passion. So all these challenges we will be having. So the thing is that in identifying our passion or non-passion or skills, you apply my logic. What is the thing which can be cannot be replaced by AI? So that means you should be linked to maximum mind utilization. So the one who is doing very much hard work on the ground, it doesn't utilize his mind to the most. So that is why people who are doing the IT and software employees are utilizing their brain to the maximum, their mind to the maximum. That is, we are paying some good amount of financial comparatively others. So that is why utilization of mind plays a major role in the coming years. So what is the solution? So any kind of overthinking problems, or I'm putting this in very simplistic way, but we will see in the coming months like body level tuning and mind level tuning, deep into this thing. But for now, to get you started, take a empty notebook. As I mentioned, 5 empty notebooks I want you to purchase, and use that notebook. Write down the basic layout in 24 hours. What is the thing you wanted to do? So it can be job. For example, when you don't have any project, or how to get a new project, how to get on board to do a new project. You put that in the notebook, and write down the action points for it. So you allocate some time for it. And after that, for example, you are thinking about a startup. So put that in the empty notebook. Do not write it down in the phone or a laptop, because that will divert your attention. If you keep on writing in notebook, you will utilize your mind to the maximum, and your emotional imbalances will be cleared easily when you write down in the notebook. So that is very, very important. So not in a project, not in a job, fear of job loss, all these things, any kind of issues you have in implementing whatever suggestion I told you. So write it down everything in a notebook, empty notebook. The reason is that in our laptops we have RAM and ROM. In the same way, in our mind we have RAM and ROM. What is that? We have hard disk where we will store everything from which our childhood. At the same time, ROM, that means RAM. RAM means it is not a hard disk, but and temporary memory. So that is why when people are who are overthinking, or people are having huge number of things in a day, they will not be able to keep up the things, or they will not be able to do the most of the stuff in 24 hours. Why? Because if you keep everything in our mind, we will not be able to complete those things. So that is a take one empty notebook, write down everything, write down the complete base logic, skeleton or architecture point of view. So if you put down all the things, what are the action points you are going to do or you are planning to do, then your emotional disturbances or emotional negative emotional energies will be cleared from the body and mind, and then you will be much more relaxed when you write down in a empty notebook. So if you do not have time to write down in a notebook, that is a different thing. But if you have spare 5 minutes or 10 minutes, write it down in the notebook, and that makes a huge difference in life. So yeah, that's the thing. You try to follow it. Next action point is next 1 week. Fine tune your strongest skill. I will share you one more Excel sheet. I will plan about it. But the thing is that fine tune your strongest skills. So it can be already passion. That means you already know something, or you don't know, but you will try to arrive it in coming years. Choose any one of the skills. If you choose the skill which you already know, then the implementation will be easy. If you choose the skill which you don't know, then day by day you will learn, and then you will implement. So there is a difference also. That is why people tend to start using the skill which already they know. So that will be easy implementation, and people who doesn't know how to solve that kind of problem which you have already solved, right? So those people will reach out to you. For example, you have any kind of hair loss problem. Let's see, hair loss problem is a huge problem across the world, or a white hair problem also huge problem across the world. If you know the solution, if you have solved that problem, then you if you provide the solution to the as many as people who doesn't know the solution will always reach out to you. If you have the practical steps to do that, or a practical way of sorting out hair loss problem or a white hair problem, then most of the people will behind you. So if you charge for 1 rupee per client also, huge number of crores of amount you will be able to gain. So you can do this thing by doing your job itself. Now second action point is write everything in a notebook. It can be your current problem, or planning, or next actions, or prepare a basic layer or a blueprint of the actions, so that all of your negative emotion in your body and mind will be easily cleared. Lot of burden will be removed from the body. Now these are the two action points for the next 1 week, and I will keep on messaging you how you can arrive at the strongest skill, or how you can utilize or choose the lifelong goal which is possible in your life. So now let me tell you one with one example, and then we can end the session in next 5 to 5 minutes. So what is the importance we have already seen? The impact is, if you do not choose your lifelong goal, if you do not choose your passion, you, whatever the amount which you have lost per year, now you can calculate from the last 10 years. If you have chosen your lifelong goal in 2010 or 2006 or 2010, by this time every year minimum 2 crores of income you are losing. So that means 10 years into crores, and almost 20 crores of amount you could have by this time, but you have lost all of those things because you have not chosen your life goal. It's very 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 simple thing to choose your life goal. Only the thing is that I will help you. If you have any blocker, you have already listed out all of the skills you have. Among those skills, choose the skill which have the critical thinking and logical thinking. You do this thing for the next 1 week, and then the next session I will help you to finalize your strongest skill, so that you can take that as a lifelong goal and start taking actions towards it. So next two sessions, like in this 1 month, this is second session is completed as I'm completing, and we have two more sessions in the November. So by the time we complete our two more sessions, you will be able to identify your lifelong goal, and then you will be able to start taking actions towards it. So I'm sure by next 1 year, in 1 year or 1.5 year time, once you start taking the massive actions towards your life goal, you will get huge amount of benefits in any form. You can't imagine that. But let's not go that far at the moment, but start taking action. Fine tune your strongest skill among the skills which you have mentioned. Once again, I'm repeating multiple times because this is very very important. Consider the condition that you should have the most critical thinking, creative thinking ability. That kind of skill you choose. Okay. And the second point, action point, is write down everything in the notebook. What you write down, whatever kind of productive things you are doing, whatever the kind of activities you are doing, try to list down everything in the notebook and allocate some amount of time in that, and prioritize the event so that you can utilize your 24 hours to the most effective way. But in coming months, how you can utilize by body way, mind way, energy ways, I will suggest you. But for now, these are the action points for the next week. And one thing is that there is no luck. I don't believe in like only work. Once you start taking strong action towards whatever you want or you desire, then luck or no luck will definitely favor to you. I think that's the end of this session today. Thanks for joining. So we will meet in the next session next Saturday. I think timing wise, I think 10 p.m. I think fine for you guys, or I will have a chat conversation and then I'll confirm to you 10 p.m. IST or 8 p.m. IST. Today some kind of internet fluctuations that happened, but we can have either 8 p.m. or 10 p.m. I will put the chat and based on the response, I will decide the timings. Yeah, thank you for joining and please take the actions. One is like fine tune your strongest skills. Again, the your best friend is empty notebook. Let's meet in the next week.